The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone, this is Christina and welcome to our third Scientific Forex Live webinar. Thank you for joining me. As usual, please let me know if you can hear me okay. Please type it into the chat box on the webinar control panel that is at the right corner of your screen. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay. Please feel free to type your question into the chat box as well. We'll also have a question and answer session after each topic of the webinar and also at the end of the session. If you would like to watch this webinar again, this session is recorded and will be posted in the members area for you to watch or download. The first two webinars are already available in the members area. Just click on the webinars tab. I'm okay. Thank you, Valentin. Remember, our team is available if you need any assistance, so just let us know and we'll do our best to assist you. Sutarno, I will not speak today about Trade Assistant. I'm sorry. Maybe we will cover this into one next webinar. Yes, we have a great team, Bill. We have a great support system. Hello, Lorraine. Hi, Michael. Thank you. I will cover also the FIBO, but also not today. So I think that most of the person already joined us. And anyway, if somebody is late, he will be welcome, and everything will be okay. In the last webinar, we talked about how to navigate the members area and the traders lab, how to use the bonus software and trade assistant. Please review those webinars, the first one and the second, and please come with suggestions because we can change the topics of webinar, we can improve those, and also if you have some things that you don't understand, we can help you. In this webinar, we will talk about a few things for beginners, and after that we will go for advanced and for analysis. In the first part of the webinar, I will show for beginners how we can setting up the platform. The second topic will be trend channels and different time frames. After that, we will go through the analysis of euro dollar and analysis of pound dollar according with the time. Probably we will have a little more time to go over all those topics. Between each of this, we were gonna have session of questions and answer, and I will be happy to come with new information if you need any. Okay, so regarding the platform, I will show you how we can set some very simple things because we have I have the feedback from the support team, and I know that there are a lot of persons that are not familiar with the platform, and I want that everyone to know how to deal with the platform and so on. We will don't have too many things regarding this, but uh, anyway, we have to help them also. So I will open one new chart as any platform is giving us. I will increase, and you can see the platform is showing us the bars system. I am using the candlestick system, but here in the toolbar you can make your choice to have bars. Let me know if you cannot see my platform. So this is the representation of prices in bars. We can have one representation of the evolution of the currency in line, but I'm using the candles, and this is a system that was used first in Japan and is more visual as my system is. For setting a different color on the platform, we just click right on the mouse and we go to the properties, and here we can change. We can change the background, so you can see that we're gonna have a white background. Foreground, we can make it one color, so we can have the levels and the date and all other additional information about the currency. The grid, those lines that we have in the platform, light gray is okay. Also, we can make them more visible if we change the background, and we can put something like blue. Bar up line, bar down. Let's change the color. Let's make them, I don't know, magenta, or maybe it's too strong. Bull candles. So you can see I have changed the color of the prices I changed the color of the candles that are indicating that the price is going up. So I will have green candles, and I have to change also the color for down. I will put something maybe it's definitely too much power on this color. We are waiting the spring, so maybe plume is okay. The line of the graph are okay with those colors, the volumes, and stop level and ask line. And I think that we can push OK, and we have different style for our chart. If we want to save this type of color, we have to go to the template, and we have to save this template. We have to put the name of the template here, and I will name it webinar 3, and I will save it. if I want to have one other chart with the same template, I just have to click on the toolbar and I have to load one template. And I will look for Webinar 3 template, that one. And I have the same, but in the chart that I just loaded. The same we can do with the profile. When we want to save one, I have different type of profile depending of currency that I'm working. I have templates for euro, I have templates for pound, I have templates for different activity that I'm making for things that I was posting on Facebook or for the webinar. So if I want to save this profile, I will go to the toolbar and I will save the profile, let's say webinars scientific forex. Okay, so how I can put how I can put on the chart the rest of the indicators that we are using. I will put Bollinger Band. Here is just drag and drop on the chart. I have Bollinger Band. I will put moving average of oscillator. In the same window, I will put the RSI. I have, as you probably already know, I have signals from cross of RSI and oscillator of moving average. So I have, I put on the chart RSI 14. I will put also on the chart RSI 5 with a different color. And I will save the profile of this chart. When I want to open one chart with those settings, I just have to access here the template. I have to load it, and I can have in one instant. I can have these settings on the chart immediately. Okay. There are any questions? Why shall be RSI and oscillator of moving average in the same area? Because I want to have more space to see the bars. You can put them in separate windows. It's not a problem. I will delete those cross and I will put moving average. If I'm clicking on the platform, I will have moving average down. I will have, oscillator of moving average down, and I will have the cross of RSI in the windows above. but it will take too much space from the chart, and this is why I prefer to put it in the same window. Phil asked me how we decide which currency to look at. You have to look to the currency with that have more volatility, and of course, if you are looking for political statement and so on, you can follow just a few currency. You can. Uh, I think that is too difficult to know what is happening in any place of this earth. How do I check the volatility? Actually, the volatility is I am looking to the candles on daily, and the volatility is standard deviation of the prices before um, the current day. You can have volatility for a longer period or for a short period. Actually, I'm considering like that. If we have short candles, we don't have too much volatility. Standard deviation will be very small. As you can see also, this volatility here, we have small candles. We have big shadows, but small candles. Also, Bollinger Band are tightening, so this is also indicating that the volatility is not so big. When we have bigger candles, the volatility is bigger, and also we have a bigger distance between upper and lower Bollinger Bands. Here we have bigger candles, we have bigger volatility between the Bollinger Band. Also we have a big distance. So the pair should have one variation between those bands set by this indicator, by Bollinger Bands. I have one question from Kamran Tehrani. If we get a trade signal on 4-hour chart, does that mean automatically entry on lower time frames chart? Okay, this will help me to go to the next topic of our webinar, and I will talk about trends, channels, and different time frames. So I will go to euro dollar for 1-hour chart, and I will go for daily time frame. So I will make it smaller because I want you to, probably now you are familiar with this chart because we talked. If I don't want that chart follow move too much, I have to disable just that and auto scroll. So in the toolbar we have the trend line. I will go on daily, and I have to draw one line that is passing through those two high. We have one after another, so those 2 points is determining one line. So we have to put on the chart the line that is crossing through those 2 points. This high and the second. I will push now Control. I will select the trend line. When we have those 3 points on the trend line, it means that the trend line is selected. I will push left, I will make left click on the mouse and Control, and I will duplicate the trend line, and I will choose one point. This will be my point for the line. So if I have two parallel line, the second parallel line will, for the second parallel line to be drawn, it will be enough just one point. This point will be the low. Okay? So, now I want to check with you what is happening with this trend. We have one trend for daily, but we can see that into this trend we have a few waves. So if here we have this variation, probably on a smaller time frame chart we'll have something different. So I will put some vertical lines. I'll make them one other color in the ticket so I can change the color. I will make them red to be more visible, and I will make some lines more visible too. So here is starting one wave. Here is the second wave. So I want to show you what is happening in this wave in a smaller time frame. So I will go for 4 hours. And what we have? We have one other trend with other waves. So if for daily we have, let's say, each wave for several days, we have this wave that is, we can number the candles and we can see that we have about 1 month for this wave. For in 4 hours we have to number the candles because we have different periods of time, and in this case we have to go into one cell here for a shorter period. We can go into one cell if we are detecting this high of the wave, but it is the first reverse. I'm not sure that everyone will detect it. So if for daily we are in a cell from this high to this low, for 4 hours we have different period to be in a sell or in a buy. If we are on daily, we have to stay into one cell about how many days? About 30 days. So for 4 hours, we have to look for different periods of time. So I will split also this, and I will make some different color because I want you to understand. I'll make them blue. So we have one wave. This is the second. So here we're gonna be into one cell. In this area we'll be into one by. Here also we will go into one cell. Maybe in this area we'll have no action because it is one consolidation, and here probably we're gonna have also one cell. Okay, how we will make the difference? This is why I am using two charts on my screen. So here I have the daily chart, here I have the 4-hour chart. Because I want you to understand, I will change this I will load the template that I'm set up for working. So and I will put both charts on a daily basis. So I will have those trend lines on both. Here I will do the same. I have the cross because sometimes I'm measuring, but if you want the arrow, just you have to select it. I will make also the same here. I have the trend line. Sometimes you need a little bit to fix it and to go in on smaller chart to be more precise. So I think that everyone, how I make two charts, we can select them and we can move it and we can put how many. Look, we can just drag of the margin of them and we can make as big or as small we need. Now we can have 3 charts. But I want just you to see how it's working from one time frame to another in this moment. So I have euro here on both charts. I have here euro on daily, here euro on daily. I want to see what is happening for one trend. Let's say this. Let's talk about the last one. Okay, so I will put the vertical line here. As you can probably I want to change its color, so to be in red, how it was also into our example. I will put also the same, I have to select the second chart and I want to put also in the same place the same vertical line. It's same place, yes? Same chart, same place. Where is possible to be finished this trend? Somewhere in this area. Okay? I will go onto the right chart, and I will also mark this high that was made last day. Okay, we will go to see what is happening into this area, into different time frames. So I will make it bigger. Yes, you can see now the candles and so on. Here we have the low, and here it was one high and the pair start one reverse. Up to now we are not sure if the line, the superior line will be, if the currency will break the superior line or not. On the left chart we also have to make it bigger. We have the same period here, same image. Okay, on this part we can also put some trend line. It is one intermediate trend, so we can consider that we have just for a short period. But actually, what means short? Short means from 15th of January until 28th of March is about 1 month. Is not so short, yes? Also here we can put the trend lines. Okay, now let's see what is happening if we are going on for our chart. So you can see that into 4-hour chart we have different in the same period we have not just one line, one reversal, we have different trends, and we have to analyze what is happening for each part of this. If we want to go into one position based on 4-hour chart, we have to look for the signals that we have on the 4-hour chart. So let's see what is happening. I will make daily chart smaller, and I need a little bit more space for our chart. Okay, I will close market. Okay, a great idea. If we are closing Market Watch and Navigator, we have a better viewing. Thank you. Okay, so on this small piece of daily chart, we have here one signal for a buy, and maybe here a signal for a sell that was not confirmed. Here the second one, and also again one signal for sell. Oh, Just let's get it slowly. So here, you just have to tell me if it's too much or if you don't understand, because I will come again and I will explain again what is happening here. So we have here signal for buy. We have the crossover SI, and we also can see that we have an uptrend. This one. Okay. I lost my line. So this is one. So I just you have to tell me if it is not enough visible the line. I really can't control how visible it is, and maybe there are too many details and we need to you need to know better. So I have the signal here. We have one uptrend. We are on daily. We have here one signal for sell. We have RSI 5 that is coming from above of RSI 14, and we have the signal. The signal was not for a long period. We can saw that RSI 5 was not going too much under the RSI 14, so the signal was very small, and here was something like a consolidation period. We have here we have again this signal, and the pair after this consolidation made one downtrend that is more visible. That one. Our signal was somewhere in this area. Okay, and after that we have that signal that was for a buy. And we have a few days with when the currency was going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. When the pairs was close to the superior line of the trend, principal trend on the daily, it reversed. And we have that signal. Here, with that vertical line, we also have the signal for reverse. Here. Okay, and we have a few days when we have one reverse. What was happening in this area? Also, we know that this was a small trend for 4 hours. The pair touched the inferior line, was not prepared to take the downtrend, and it is possible to have just one. Here, it is possible to have just one false breakout and to test again this superior trend line. But again, we are not sure. We have on daily the signal that the pair will go few days into the up direction. But let's see what signals we have for the smaller time frames. What we have on 4 hour. Okay, I will take some question. RSI crossover. If RSI 5 is above 14, then buy or sells, yes. If RSI touch but does not cross the 14 RSI, is that still a signal to place a trade? Actually, after you will fill the system, you can see that we can have a lot of signals that are delayed. It's better to wait to see if the signal is clear. I have a lot of problems because oscillator of moving average start to decrease the candles too earlier, and I had not enough passion to wait, and also the RSI sometimes is acting in different way. So coming to our subject, I will put the same signals here. So I have on daily on this period about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signals. So here will be the first one. In this place I have the second one. Third one, and again signal for buy here, and the last one after the trend was changed. Okay, I will go to 4-hour and let's see what is happening with our signals. On 4-hour, if you can see, we have more signals. We have more crossover RSI. So when you are trading, if you have the image of the superior time frame, you know that you are into one reverse trend, one that is very strong. Maybe you are in this area where we have one consolidation. Maybe here you are not in the right position. I think maybe you waiting here for, I don't know, maybe instead to take care that is the end of one uptrend and not go into one position, you are going into one buy in this area, knowing that the trend will continue up to the superior trend line. I think that is okay if you are not putting the stop loss so short. When you will know that everything is lost is when you have touched this line, that is the beginning of the trend. So maybe in this case you will reconsider your position and your money management. But going into one trade based on daily analysis, you have to be very careful because we have very big difference between the values of one wave. Here we have from 1.2630 up to about 600 pips. This is not something easy to to watch if you are into one drawdown. Really, it's not nice at all. But knowing that you have one reversal and knowing that usually one reversal is formed by 3 waves, you can wait until the pair is going in this point and continue to the superior level. I hope that you will manage in time this technique because it saved me from a lot of not so pleasant situation. Okay, if the signal from RSI and signal from the other indicators like oscillator and MACD is not same, the signal is not so strong. You have to combine all those signals. The best signals is when all indicators are telling the same thing, but it's not happening every day. Okay, so let me continue to show you the difference between the time frames. We have here daily chart and here 4-hour chart. On daily chart we have those five entries, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. But if we are taking the signals for smaller time frame, we have different signals. We have here one entry, and we can see that we are into one uptrend. We have here one signal for sell. This is something that didn't appear on the daily chart. And what we can see from this, we have one little drawdown of the pair. Here we have again the signal for buy. Yes, and we can go further. We have again here one signal for one sell. Sorry. Okay. And in this point we can look for a sell. Actually, maybe in 4-hour chart they are looking very small, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles. 8 candles of 4 hours means 32 hours, means more than 1 day. So it's a lot for a daily trader. It's it means a long period for a trader that is looking just to stay a few hours in front of the computer. But if you are going with smaller position, you can, if you know that we have this trend for several days, you can go with a smaller position when you have the signal on daily and also you have the signal on 4 hour here, and you can wait for 2-3 days. So this will be the difference between the time frames, and this is why you have to make the analysis for daily and go for 4 hours if you don't have too much time to stay to check the computer. And also you have to make the analysis on 4 hours and go for 1 hour and 5 minutes if you want to stay just during the day, or just few hours onto the computers to check the trades or to go into the trading. Okay, so please, you have any question till now? I have one question. You have explained RSI crossover extensively. You can say a bit about how you use the MACD to help decide to take trade. Actually, my main indicators for entries and exit are oscillator of moving average and RSI, but I'm using a lot of other indicators to have as many confirmation as it is possible for a trade. So we can see here that the signal of MACD is not all the time the same with the signal that we have from RSI. The signal from daily that we have in purple, what I don't know exactly the English word for this color, violet. Okay, so here is a signal for MACD on MACD that is saying that we have in RSI. MACD is going out from the bars. The signal of MACD is going out from the bars, so we have the same signal that probably you know that is a signal for buy. Here we have a high of candles that is made by histogram of MACD, and let me make this bigger. We have histogram. We have the signal of MACD going out from the histogram, so this is a signal for buy. We have the signal on 4 hours given by crossover RSI early that we have it given by MACD. So actually here in this area we have the signal of MACD, and here we have the signal from crossover RSI. The signal from oscillator of moving average, we receive it few hours earlier, because you can see that the histogram of oscillator of moving average is going smaller, is going to the zero. So we have first the signal from oscillator of moving average, then the signal from crossover RSI, and then we have a confirmation from MACD. You can see that in the same once with the signal from MACD, we have the signal of PSAR. The PSAR is changing. It is going above the price. The next signal that we have by the cross of RSI, and we can see that on the chart is confirmed by the evolution of the price, we don't have here on the MACD. So as long as MACD is indicating that is a move, is the currency is continuing the move, we can just consider that the pair don't have a strong drawdown. So the pair will not go down very strong. Maybe here when the histogram is going smaller and smaller and the signal go and went under the zero, we can make some problems, and we have to consider. We have this the continuation of signal from daily, but it's not confirmed by all the indicators. This means that we don't have one change of the trend. Here we have the last wave. This one is considering. Please let me know if you can follow my charts. Okay, so this line will be on 4 hour, this one. Okay, this line that we have the second wave on the 4 hour channel. This one. In this area, we can see that we have one signal on daily, and also we can see that what we have on 4 hours is confirmed also on MACD. So this move of the currency will be stronger. So we can consider that this is possible to be when we arriving in this level, when the MACD is crossing under the zero, we can consider that the currency will touch the inferior line of the channel, or will go further, because we don't have the channel. We have the channel when we have the first wave, and we have to see where the second wave is retracing. As long as the currency stop in this point and reverse, on daily chart on this point and reverse, we have a channel, and we can have one idea about how big will be the next wave. The next wave will try to touch both lines of the channel. So the best anticipation will be for all the time for the third wave. Okay. Some questions, please. So MACD is really a secondary indicator. Yes, it's a secondary indicator. The main signals will be given by crossover RSI and oscillator or moving average. But in this way, I'm using the MACD. If I don't have the same signals on MACD as I have on the crossover RSI and oscillator, it means that the signal is not so strong. CCFX is based on the two major indicators, and Bollinger Band, oscillator, RSI. That means that once the arrows indicate an entry, that this is also confirmation of all indicators, and therefore the very high probability of trade. Actually, Tudor made this expert advisor putting some percentage of influence of each indicator. We try to find the best values, but the stronger indicator are oscillator and RSI. Christina, you said that the way you draw the channel is different. Why is different? Everyone draws is through fractals using parallel lines. Actually, I receive a lot of message that told me that I'm drawing the trend line in a different way. I don't feel that I'm drawing in a different way. I'm using trend lines because I also sometimes I'm drawing different price candlestick price pattern. You know, as triangles or double bottom, things like this, flags or so. It's easier for me to draw. If I'm using one channel, it's different, but probably this is the usual way they do. It is normal for me, but a lot of people said to me that is different. But actually it's, I don't know, I feel that this is normal for me. Uh, Gerhard, yes. Do you need a cross of the RSIs on candle close, or do you enter why the candle is being formed? Actually, I'm entering on the signal of RSI if I also have one confirmation from the oscillator of moving average. If I saw one confirmation from candlestick pattern on the superior time frame, I am more happy because I know that it will reverse or so. So I have more trust if I have one candlestick patterns or one candlestick formation. So it will be better for me. As many confirmation I have, I will be more confident in the position that I have to go into. Hi, do you use the default Bollinger Band levels or do you use other band? I'm using the default Bollinger Bands. I'm using those because Bollinger Band is a very good indicator for volatility. When the bands are tightening, it means we have low volatility. When the superior and inferior line of Bollinger Band is going apart, it means that the volatility is bigger. Actually, volatility, as I told you, is the standard deviation of prices. How you can calculate the superior and inferior line in Bollinger actually is the standard deviation of prices from the average price, from the median line. So this is the distance from the median line to the superior line of Bollinger is standard deviation of the prices, of the high of the prices in the period, and for the low is the standard deviation of the inferior price of the candle. I don't want to kill you with too much math, but If anyone is interested, please let me know. Send me one email and I will come with more explanation related with math. Actually, what you have to know about Bollinger Band, if we have a small channel between the lines of Bollinger Band, we have small volatility. If the distance between the superior and inferior Bollinger Band is higher, it means we have bigger volatility. If I made any trade today? No, I was yesterday in a buy on euro dollar because you forced me to make the analysis of euro dollar, so I was paying more attention. But in this period, we overloaded the support and I don't have too much time to trade. I'm so happy that I have a team that is close to me and help me and you also to accommodate with the blog, with the expert advisor, with they are great, really they are great. I will come into one webinar with all the rules for buy and sell and with the criteria, because I want to stay on the topics that we have today, because we already spent a lot of time with those explanations. How strong are the trend lines? They are quite strong. If you can see in this point on daily chart, the pair respected that line. We have this channel that is set by, that one line is set by those 2 points, and the second line is set by one single point, that one, and the fact that is parallel with the first line. Here we have one reverse of the pair, so the lines are very strong. On this small trend that is more visible for 4-hour chart, also we have 1 point and the second. When we have this reverse, we have the channel. So here the price reversed. Actually, in this area, the currency didn't touch the superior line. Here we have a high, one low, and set the channel. Here, for the third wave, the pair didn't touch the superior line because all the traders are very skeptical for what is happening in this area, if it will be a breakout or not. They are very skeptical because the situation in Europe is not so inspiring. The economy can't go very well. if there are so many problems. And if the economy is not going well, the currency cannot be so strong, so they are not confident. Actually, I was reading one article about JP Morgan that they got out from their short position. One bank is if one bank is going to one short position, means that that bank was going into position somewhere very soon after we have the reverse. So somewhere in this area they went short and wait until here. Here they go out at from that short position around the value of 1.34, something like this. And they announced that they will go short again after the pair will reach 135. What is 135? 135 is exactly the intersection of that channel with the superior trend line. They are waiting to see if the political intervention will push euro into one uptrend or it will start the fifth wave. Larry Kirkbride, can you do some analysis of where we are on this chart at the moment? Actually, here we are here in this point. We have a breakout. As you can see, it was a breakout, a forced breakout of the trend line, and everybody don't know what is happening. You can consider the inferior line of the channel as a support until until the things are very clear with until the things are very clear in this area with I think that now is one period when it's very difficult for a trader to be in the market, when we are at the intersection of two channels that are very strong. As you remember, I was in a trade in the same situation on Euro GPI, and I posted that on Facebook. And actually, it was that area when the third wave was finished and start the fourth wave on Euro, but also in Euro GPI was the same situation. In that period, it was the signal from RSI, it was the signal from MACD, and also for smaller time frames, I have the signal. So I went into a trade. Here, we have signal for buy on daily. If it will be confirmed, it's possible to have a break of this trend. But again, fundamental analysis don't let us consider that euro will be very strong in the next period. What is happening on 4-hour chart? On 4-hour chart, we just have the signal for one buy. It was here. Also, it was into MACD. So for me, it was normal that uh, it's not a very strong breakout. It will go and test again the trend line. So as I told you yesterday, I was into one buy, and I closed the position today after the channel was tested, because every time when a trend line is tested, we have it is the possibility to be reversed. It's possible to have one reversal here, and you can see that we have something like a high level for oscillator. RSI 5 and RSI 14 are over the 50, not at 70. It's very possible to be just tested and to be into one downtrend for maybe tomorrow. You also have to know that tomorrow we have non-farm payroll. So the person that are trading on daily, based on daily, uh, should pay some attention when we have that release. Terry, can you put FIBO on those charts? Of course I can put. So I have one FIBO here. It's late to put that FIBO, but I want to put that FIBO on this chart because I want you to show that the pair, that was one wave, yes? I put the FIBO on that wave. So the next wave, we have the signal here for sell. So here was the first signal for sell, and in this area the second signal. That signal, this color, we know that we also have on daily chart. We are now on 4-hour chart. So if we put the FIBO on that wave, we saw that the pair went around 70% of FIBO and reversed. Now is touching the 38.2, 41.4 level from that wave. I will delete this one because we have one high there and one low in this area. We had a new wave and we saw that it was reversed. On that wave, what we can see, the swing of the pair starts around I hope that is clear enough. The swing of the pair start around 41.4, 38.2 level. The currency was at about 50% and reverse. It's a very, very strong area. We have that trend line. Now it seems that the pair will close above the trend line. It's possible to go to the target of 61.8, but we have to follow how strong will be the signal. We don't have confirmation now for For that buy, we have the confirmation on MACD, and also we have the confirmation from crossover SI. The oscillator was under zero, now is into the superior area, so it was a strong signal and it is the possibility to continue. But let's see what is happening around 61.8 level. Uh, Parameter settings for MACD when you're looking at different time frames. I'm looking at the MACD just on the chart that I'm looking for signals on trading, not for the chart where I'm doing the analysis. Of course, I'm looking for some levels of FIBO in 4-hour chart, but I'm looking for signals, and in that moment I'm looking just as a confirmation to the MACD. Do you need to draw FIBO to trade this? Actually, I'm drawing the FIBO because I want to see the targets, and I want to anticipate the targets, and I want to see the levels that the pair had one reverse or was important for. Yes, the FIBO is very important for me. Could you touch on shorter time frames, 5 minutes and 15 minutes? Of course. So 1 hour and 5 minutes. Actually, this is how my platform is looking when I'm trading on, when I'm going just a few hours on platform and I start to trade on a daily basis. If we are going into 1 hour and 5 minutes chart, it means that we are looking for a few hours trends. We have here one trend that took several hours. Actually, was 1 day and something, and at and around 38.2, 41.4, I was out from this trade. I will put same as I did on the previous time frames, some signs. Here I have the signal for going into one buy trade, so I will go again to the 5 minute chart. I will disable those things. So here I have the signal. My signal was in that area. So on 5 minutes chart, I have here one signal. I have here the confirmation of MACD. I went into one trade. Into 1 hour, I saw that was one reverse. Actually, the pair is all the time touching 23.6, is not stopping at certain level. If it's going just to the certain level of FIBO, we have no reverse, so when the pair cross above certain level of FIBO, I knew that it is targeting 23.6 and upper. Here was one moment when no one was sure that will go up, and actually was some very bad news about Greece and about Europe and about everything, and um, this is why we had several hours one range trade in this area. This is the area that I'm talking. When the pair was up, first target was 23, but went very quickly upper, so I have no what was happening in this area. We have a long period with the same price. I will put the same color. It's not so clear, but so this was the period on 5 minutes with a lot of incertitude. Was many hours. So sometimes it's happening like this. And here was coming the next signal for a buy, and that signal was helped by the signal given by MACD that was crossed above 0. And everybody was happy and went in some positive some buy trades, and now the pair was looking at 38.2. At this point I was out from the trade because was the trend line on 4 hour was very strong. Sometimes it is the possibility to retest this trend channel and the pair to go down. So because the principal trend on daily is a downtrend and we are waiting the fifth wave, so I think that it was okay to close my position. I was against the principal trend, so that's it. And here around 41, and maybe tomorrow morning in European market, or maybe in the afternoon when we have non-farm payroll release, the pair will go into one direction. Typically the third wave is the largest, yes. All the time the third wave is the biggest one. What candle patterns you look for in any reversal up or down? Example as doji, hammer, yes, I'm using, or any other patterns. Okay, yes. Gilberto just has left. And actually now I can see that we passed the normal time for the webinar. Um, okay, I think that we have to stop here. I'm sorry that I was not able to make the analysis for pound, but I will come with this analysis in the next webinar. Um, how do you get to charts on the screen? Just let's say I have this one. I can modify this chart and I can put, I have both. You have here not to, if you are clicking on this window, you can have a big chart. If you are disable this square in the right hand of the window, you have a smaller chart. The brown lines, no, was just some lines that I was drawing. Somebody asked me, those brown lines, if I'm considering as trend. No, those was just to show you to see the wave. The lines that I'm considering are those blue. That line is not a trend. It's something visual, not. It's, have no. Just I want to draw the wave into one line, not nothing more. Those blue lines are signifying the channels. We have the channels into the daily chart, and we talk about the channel on 4-hour chart. Do you ever use Heiken and Ashi instead of candles? No, no. I'm a lazy person. I am correct in thinking that if I trade off the 5-minute chart, I need only look at 1 4-hour chart to see the trend, not the daily. You need to know what is the direction of the currency. Maybe into 4 hour, not on the daily. In 4 hour is okay. Here you know that in 4 hour the currency will have one uptrend for quite a long, for 3, 4 up to few weeks. If you are on the third wave, you can have one trend, or one downtrend or one uptrend on 4 hours that is taking for few days up to 1 week or 2. It's good to know this even if you are trading for 1 hour and 5 minutes, because if you are going into one bad direction, if it's better to know that if you are into one sell, it's okay even if it is one retracement. But if you are into one buy into, and the principal trend is a downtrend, you have to reconsider your trade, and even if you are on negative, you have to close it. Upper band, what does that mean for buy or selling? I will come into one next webinar when I will talk about indicators what they are representing. Anyway, you can for Bollinger you can look on the book of Bollinger on Bollinger bands. It's a very good one, but it's if you are friend with mathematics, you will be okay with that book. Is volatility beneficial for a system or not? Of course you want. The difference between the stock market and forex market is that you already have one partner. You have someone who is willing to buy the currency that you don't need. In the stock market, there are days when you have shares and nobody wants them. So volatility means that there are a lot of exchange, and volatility is good. There are many whipsaws and 4 signals on 4 hour. Mark, actually you have a very good accuracy on daily and into 4-hour charts. Do you use different indicators for different currency and time frames? No. And actually, I was checking the same analysis for some commodities like corn and or gold or so, and I can tell you that FIBO is working also. Do you trade NFP day tomorrow? Yes, I'm trading. I'm not trading specially non-farm payroll. I am not going into one trade just because it will be one release. Actually, I think that this is more close to the gambling when somebody is trading the releases, but of course can be controlled if you have a very good money management system or something like this. I'm not trading just releases. I'm taking care of releases and I want to avoid them, but I'm not trading the releases especially. Kristen, what do the purple dots represent? Purple dots is parabolic SAR. This is one indicator that is used for changing the stop loss. Actually, if I can see here one signal for in this area or this, yes, we are on daily. We are we have one signal from crossover SI. We will also have one signal from MACD. It means that it will be a strong uptrend. Yes, in this area. And I'm going into one trend after I have the confirmation on 4-hour chart. And the price is going up, up. I have to put somewhere the stop loss, yes. I will put the stop loss according one FIBO level. of course. But after sometimes I need to protect my winnings. I will move the stop loss as long as I have a new dot here. So once you start to be on positive, you have to change the stop loss to protect at least part of your profit. This is what Parabolic SAR is helping us to do. Actually, is a new confirmation because after the signal, you can see after you have the signal for a buy from crossover RSI and also you have the signal from MACD, you can see that the RSI is changing the direction. It's a new confirmation that you are on the right side of the market. You are not against the market. In big line, this is RSI. Okay. We cross a lot our time for webinar, so I will close this webinar now, and I hope that you enjoyed. We will collect the questions that are not answered. Christy will help me and the rest of my team, and we will answer at the beginning of the next webinar and or into the members area. So we have to stop here, and I want to thank you that you was here with me in this webinar, and I'm waiting you for a new webinar in few days. We will post the schedule for the next webinar maybe at the end of this week or in weekend. So thank you all. Thank you.